Right guys, welcome back to another video, and today let's talk about some football. So basically this is the review that we do pretty much after every game week. This week is game week, I don't even know. Is it game week 6? 6 or 7, something like that. I think it's 6. But basically in this video what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through each Premier League game, talking about it, talking about my predictions, and let's get into the video right now. So starting off with the first game that we predicted was the Merseyside derby. I did in fact predict 2-0 Liverpool. It was not. It was a dead 0-0 game. Fair play to Everton. You got the point. Liverpool do not look like Liverpool. Not really good enough by them. Liverpool should have won the game with the quality they have, obviously. Everton, I'm not going to lie, they probably should have scored. But to be fair, I don't know. Like, it's hard to say, isn't it? Really, like it was a deserved draw in my opinion. No team really deserved to win it, but it could have gone either way. Let's say that. But fair play to Everton for getting the points, and I respect Everton and the way they played. And I predicted 2-0 Liverpool, so bad choice by me, I guess. For this one, the first time I back against Brentford, they score 5 goals and win 5-2. Like, how does that even make sense? Like, Brentford, I predicted Brentford losing 2-1 because I was like, Brentford have been so poor the last 2 games, they're not going to be good. Ivan Toney then scores a hat-trick, I think it was. I was just like, how and why? Come on, guys. Like, like, it's so annoying because I was like, yeah, Leeds, they're looking quite good. Leeds, they're going to do quite well. Jesse Marsch is doing a good job now. And then Brentford just come through and actually play like they played against Manchester United really well. Fair play. You did really well, lads. I'm ashamed I got that one wrong. Haven't even got a result right yet, except for this one, which we did get right, exactly right, which was 2-1 Chelsea. Let's go. I'm not going to lie. This one was kind of predictable. Chelsea are one of the most predictable teams most of the time. And Chelsea, it's not the best result ever. I thought they would concede a goal because they've not been that great defensively for a while, so I just thought they'll probably concede one. It did in fact happen. Fair play to Chelsea. You got the job done. Well done. Moving on to Newcastle versus Crystal Palace. I predicted this one to be a 2-1 to Newcastle. It was a 0-0. Fair play. Crystal Palace, not too bad. Quite an even game. Most possession to Newcastle. 23 shots, 19 shots. That is a good game. Like a solid game. I didn't watch this one. I think this was a 3 o'clock game. Just didn't have time to watch it, to be fair. And at the end of the day, like, fair play to them. Like, Newcastle did well, but Crystal Palace did what you needed to do, to be fair. Even though that goal was ridiculous. Like, it should have counted. I'm sorry, like, it should have counted. Newcastle probably should have won the game with that, but oh well, what are you going to do? Moving on to Nottingham Forest versus Bournemouth. I predicted 3-1 to Nottingham Forest because I thought Bournemouth were bad. I thought they were really bad. And it was looking like that, to be fair, for a while. It was 2-0 to Nottingham Forest, and then they ended up losing 3-2. I predicted 3-1. Made me look like an idiot, didn't it? Nottingham Forest now in the relegation zone, along with Leicester, the East Midlands boys. We're back in relegation. Good job, lads. Good job. Moving on to Tottenham versus Fulham. I predicted 3-1 Spurs. I did predict 2-1, but then I thought I predicted too many 2-1s, so I just did 3-1. Harry Kane, probably the best player there. Fair play. Fulham, not great. Scored a goal, to be fair to you guys. Mitrovic, stop scoring goals, because if you score above 10 goals, it's going to make me look like an idiot. Tottenham had 23 shots to Fulham's 9, 3 on target to 10 on target. Fair play. Fulham, not a bad performance, but you were never really going to beat Tottenham, were you? Let's just be honest there. Moving on to Wolves versus Southampton. 1-0 Wolves. I predicted 2-0 Wolves, so pretty close, pretty close. Pedence scored the goal. Fair play. Southampton, I'm not sure if you did good. 12 shots, 1 on target. Wolves only had 7 shots, 2 on target, so it was a pretty poor game from the stats. I didn't watch this game. This is not a very good review because I didn't watch this game. I watched the highlights, but what real information can you get from the highlights and then seeing the best plays and stuff like that? Fair play to Wolves. Moving on to the Aston Villa game, where I said Man City would win 3-0 and Steven Gerrard would lose his job. He did not. In fact, he actually got a draw. Fair play, he got a goal in the 74th minute. It weren't the greatest performance by Manchester City. I thought as soon as Erling Haaland scored at 50 minutes, it was going to be done. It wasn't. Fair play to Aston Villa. They came back, performed really well against, in my opinion, the best team in the league. Moving on to Brighton versus Leicester. So first, Iheanacho scores one at 1 minute. Then Luke Thomas scores an own goal. Then Caicedo scores one at 15 minutes. Not bad, 1-1. Patson Daka then scores one at 33 minutes. So it's 2-1 to Leicester, going well for once in the Premier League. Then Trossard scores at 64 minutes. And then McAllister scores, I think he scores twice. Yes, he does. So they end up losing 5-2. One of the most depressing games I think I've ever watched within my lifetime. I knew it was going to be too good to be true when Leicester scored within 1 minute. There's no way you're going to play that well. To be fair, we didn't start Marty this game. We started Ndidi at centre-back. It was a bit better for a while until you concede 5 goals, so wasn't really better. We need that new guy in, Vout, or whatever his name is. Please. I need saving. This defence is awful. Conceding 5 goals to a Brighton team is one of the worst things I've ever seen. Let's move on quickly. Yeah, Leicester City, you're poor. 1 point from however many games are on now is not great. It's really not great. Bottom of the table by 3 points in September. Not looking good. Man United versus Arsenal. 3-1 Man United. I actually predicted a 1-1. Yeah, it wasn't. It was for a while, to be fair. Man United played extremely defensively for this game until Arsenal scored that first goal, and then they actually started playing football, which was kind of cool. You actually turned up at that point. Only had 10 shots on target. No, 6 shots on target, 10 shots to Arsenal's 16 shots, but only 3 on target. Fair play to Manchester United. I thought it'd be a stalemate draw. Arsenal lose their unbeaten streak. You're not having another invincible, sorry. But fair play to Manchester United, getting the job done and being back on track to getting that top 4 place. But that is the end of the video, guys. If you have enjoyed this video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you.